If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in gate measurement series. So today we will be solving three questions. Question number 121, 122 and 123. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay student, if we come to question number 121, a 50 Hz bar primary CT has a secondary with 500 turns. The secondary supplies 5 ampere into the purely resistive burden of 1 ohm. The magnetizing ampere turn is 280. The phase angle between the primary and the secondary current is. So if you draw a transformer, what is the phase angle? So the phase angle will be seen by something of this type of phasor diagram. This is your V2 because, and this was your V1, then U1. You have drawn all this. There is I2, corresponding I1 dash is there. Some magnetizing part is there which is in response with the same as your flux. So this was your V2 because I2 is purely resistive, so I2 will also be in this phase, and its corresponding I2 will reflected here as I2 dash, and then this was its magnetizing component, and if we add these two, then this is the core loss. I am neglecting here because it is not exactly, so this is somehow approximated. Actual one was something like this. This was I2, this is V2, and then I1, then you have I0. So this was the curve. You can recall your transformer. So something of that sort, but something is neglected. Core loss is neglected. That's why it is directly only IM. And this one is I1, summation of these. That is the phase angle error. Ideally, if it is I2, then if IM should not be there, then that should be your I1. So it is truly reflecting your I1. So we don't consider in that case. So the error is this portion. This angle is the error. That is the reflected reflected secondary current into the primary and the actual primary current. The angle between these two. So now here it is given because your primary turn NP is always 1 in case of CT because it is a straight line. This is your primary always in case of CT. So this line, this wire is considered as a single turn, and this is your secondary. The secondary is in your hand. You can give number of turns, but primary is not in your hand. That is only by default it is always 1 in case of CT. Okay. So NS is given 500. So your primary ampere turn, so AT is equal to 200. So primary NP into IP, that is equal to 280. That is the magnetizing ampere turn. So that means your NP is 1. So your IP means this much. This is not actually IP. How much is going for magnetization? IM. So NP into IM, some portion of I1 that is going here. So NP into IM. So IM is equal to your 200. So this portion you got 200 ampere. And this is already given 5 ampere. So if it reflected, then I2 dash will be how much? Because the ratio is 500 is to 1, so it will be 5 into 500, that is 2500. Although it is looking same, but when it gets reflected, then it will be reflected by its ratio. It will multiply, so it will be 2500. Now you have this height 2500. You have this one. You can find this one. If you know this one, then you can find this one. So if I say this is 1090 minus theta. This is 1090 minus theta is 2500 divided by 200. So if you solve it, you will find your theta is equal to around 4.6 degrees. So this is the reflected I2 here, and this is I1. So what is asked? The magnetizing, the angle between the primary and the secondary current. So they have asked you this angle. So once I know theta, then I can find this angle. So what will be this angle? So this angle will be equal to 180 minus 4.6. That is 175.4 degree. So this is your answer. This is your theta, that is we generally consider as phase angle error, but they have not asked you error. They have asked you the angle between the primary and secondary current. So this is your primary, this is your secondary, absolute angle. This is the measure. So answer is 175. Now if you come to 122, the next what is asked? The core flux CT in the problem 121 under the given operating condition. So what is the core flux? Now due to this core flux, what is generated? E2 is generated, secondary side. I1 is already flowing. I1 is flowing not due to this. I1 is flowing due to the load. There is some load in the line, that's why I1 is flowing. But why I2 is flowing? Because due to flux, there is some EMF is induced E2, and this E2 drives this current because now you have connected with a resistance, so it will drive this current. So this E2 is generated with that flux. So your E2 is equal to, what is the formula? 4.44 phi F and 2. Now your E2, what is your E2? What is your current in the secondary? 5 ampere. What is resistance? 1. So what is the drop here? 5 into 1. V is equal to IR. 4.44 frequency is given 50 Hz, phi you have to calculate, N2 it is given 500. So if you solve it, you will get your phi is equal to 45 microweber. Now 123. 200 into 1 current transformer is wound with 200 turns on the secondary on a toroidal core. When it carries a current of 160 on the primary, the ratio and the phase error are given this. The number of secondary turn is reduced by 1, then the new ratio error and the phase error will be equal to respectively. Now if turn is reduced, then there is no change in phase error, because phase error doesn't depend on the turn. Phase error depend on how much magnetization is required only on because this angle depends on this. If your Im is more, then it will move this I1 far. If your Im is more, then your I1 will go more. If it go more, then this error increased, this theta is increased, because if you give this length is more, then if you take the summation of these two vector, if your Im get this side, then I1 will get this side, so you can see your theta will increase. So ratio error doesn't depend. So this theta, if you change your ratio, then I2 dash will change, only this height will change. So if this height is changing, so there is no such effect on phase angle error. So your phase error will be same, remain same if you change your ratio also. We will see by drawing phasor diagram. So obviously the answer will be either this or this, that is option A or C. Now let us take, because they have not given you what is the secondary side circuit look like, what is the burden. Here it is given purely resistive. So let us take purely resistive case, then we will try. Now what is the ratio they have given? Nominal ratio is 200:1. But what will be the actual ratio? Because the ratio error is given minus 0.5%. So what is the actual ratio error? It is measured, we are measuring 200, but actual we don't know. They divide by actual is equal to into 100 is equal to 0.5. That is minus 0.5. So if you, because it is minus, otherwise it will not come. So your actual ratio will come 201. That means 201:1. That is actual ratio. Okay, let us take this is as actual ratio. Now this is my phi. So I am taking this one as I2 because I am considering V2 and I2 are in phase, because I am considering resistive load. It is not mentioned here. So if because I am taking this one, so my phase error will not be what they have told you, but ratio error will be in the line. But phase error will not come here because I don't know the angle. Phase error I know, if I change the ratio it will not change. So whatever I2 you give, this corresponding how much, because we will be calculating with 200:1. This one we don't know. So the reflected I2 dash will be equal to 200 into I2. That will be added with this Im to give you this I1. What will be actual I1? This is the actual I1. That is 201 into I2. So this is your 201 into I2. So what is this angle? Let us calculate this angle first and let us preserve this calculation. So if you calculate this one, suppose this angle is theta. So this angle theta is equal to, you know this height, you know this, so it is sin theta. So sin inverse 200 I2 divided by 201 I2. So if you do it, I think you will get theta is equal to 84.28. Now next, what you are doing, you are reducing the turn. So you are this ratio will be now 199. But this actual, this I1 doesn't depend on I2. Whatever I1 is you got, that is the line current, that is always flowing. 201 into I2, that current is always flowing there, this much magnitude. And this is how much they have given, 160 ampere. The primary current is 160 ampere. So now again, if you do this one, same phasor diagram, but now it is I2. Now this portion will not equal to 200 I2, that is 199 I2, because you have reduced the turn. And this magnetization, this will take the same current because it is the same code, so it will take same current to magnetize. Now what is this current I am from here? You can now easily calculate 160 cos 84.28. If you do it, it is 15.94 ampere. So this I am you got 15.94. This you know because this is I1, so that should be 160 ampere, and this is 199 I2. So from here you can calculate 199 I2. This length you know, so this height. So Pythagoras theorem you can apply, you can find, or you can do trigonometry or whatever. So 199 I2 square is equal to 160 square plus 15.94 square. This minus hypotenuse square minus this square equal to this. So if you solve here from here, you will get I2 is equal to 0.8 in this case. So your original I1 is this, I2 is. So what is its ratio now? What is the ratio you are getting? In what ratio it is transferring? So the ratio you are getting here is 160 by 0.8. That means it is 200:1. So now what will be the error? So you are measuring actual, what you are measuring, because you will be calculating 200:1 in this ratio only. So the actual is this one and this one you are calculating. So both are same. You can see actual, this is calculating divided by actual is 200:1. From the internal phasor diagram I have seen, the actual ratio is 200:1, and you are also dealing with 200, because this calculation you can change one unit, one turn you have reduced, but your calculation you are doing 200:1. So you have reduced one turn to see what is the effect, but you will be calculating using 200:1. So if you reduce one by one, then your calculation and what is actual ratio both become same. So your error becomes 0. So your ratio error will be reduced, but phase error angle will be same. That is your option A. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.